Great rising, beautiful beings, great rising. Let's talk psychology, sociology. Let's think tank for a minute. I'm not a psychologist, but let's philosophize for a minute. You know what I mean? I want to make this quick and simple. I want to be able to get it out like real fast. As you pay attention to life, like I say, observe animals, how they mate, how they do their courtship rituals, how they're territorial, how they have clans and covens and families and tribes and packs. You got the wolves, you got the monkeys, you got the birds that mate forever. They're together forever. You got the lions and the lioness and the warriors and the warriors. You know, it's funny how they program you and take away your natural instincts, but then turn around and delete you anyway. See, there was a time where everything was about territory. It was the survival of the fittest. The most clever, the warrior, the strong, the strength, wisdom, gnosis, all out war, right? Now they give you jobs and professions, skills, trades. And you have no time to protect your castle. You have no time to protect your family. When a female look at the guy, she looking at where he getting this money from. Not, does he have a home? Does he have a family? Does he have a community? What his bag look like? What his car look like? What his shoes look like? Not if he's established. She only wants him to be established from a corporate perspective. And you got these animals that live off nature. And they court. They go through their rituals. And they never have to spend a dime. They build their homes. And they never have to spend a dime. And they get to enjoy their mate every single day. And then some mate to be alone. A loner. Like some certain wild cats. Even domestic cats, same situation. Alley cats, same situation. Even chickens protect their biddies. The rooster protect his biddies. Don't need a paycheck. Don't need a car. Just instincts. So here we are, robbed of our instincts. Not going with our instincts. Not doing the true cultural, not doing the true cultural presentation that you're supposed to do for courtship. And we sit here and use these corporations and this fake ass currency to dictate love, to dictate progress. When progress was designed off of physique, indoor, outdoor, cleverness, skills, reading and writing. family establishments, family ties, wealth and legacy, trust. Now it's just, it's different. It's different. It's a different environment. And we got put in that environment because we lost the war. Women got put in an environment because they lost the war. Then the men didn't like the women anyway, and they lost the war. Who does she think she is? So you look at these animals and how they do their courtship rituals. And you look at men today, and their courtship rituals are fucking flawed. Their courtship rituals are flawed. It's about how she look, how her booty look. You're not even supposed to know what she look like or how she look. She's supposed to stay cloaked. She's supposed to blend in with nature. See, he's supposed to set the stage, and then she's supposed to choose him. It ain't like that no more. It's I wear the pants, I make the money. And then he's supposed to set the stage to invite her in, or she put out her scent or pheromones to invite him in. And she just not going to go after the first one. She want to see a battle. She want to compare the two like deers. They don't just take the first one. They compare them. They let them ram each other's heads in. It's like, I could take the big dick guy and no substance, no foundation, no nothing. Or I could take the little dick guy that's clever enough smart enough to build a house. Something that could last 50 years. You know, we've lost the touch of nature. That's what it really boils down to. And we're using this corporate environment to dictate how we love, how we court. It's just a big business. Even marriage, all of it is a big fucking business. It's just a big business. Like the roles have changed. When you first did everything off your internal compass and off your heart. See, back in the day, all you needed was a house, shelter, and a healthy man and woman, and healthy conditions where you could thrive. Now you slave your whole life to pay for something that you'll never own. The birds get to wake up and look at the sun and drink the water and do everything every day. And when they pass away, they just pass away. At least they didn't have to exchange labor, toil and labor to live. We're literally exchanging toil and labor to live. We're being born on a planet and put through a production. You'll never get the inner peace you need from your counterpart. You'll never get the inner peace you need from your love or your mate. You'll never get the inner peace that you need from yourself just from standing still, from being. You'll never get the inner peace until you walk away from this. And then when you walk away from it, you still got to be willing to fight and conquer. It's all about the conquering. It don't matter who pushed the pen. It don't matter who print the money. It's about, are you equipped, strategically equipped to override that shit, to conquer that shit. It's all about the conquering. So I just uploaded a video on my other channel, make your presence and availability known, but don't chase. That's right. You can even follow up, but don't chase, don't beg. You get what I'm saying? I'm here, I'm available, I'm aligned. That's all it's about. A lot of people are chasing. Yeah, they're chasing. But the man is the one who's supposed to follow the pheromone, the scent, and the activity of the female. Or he's supposed to set the stage, or the quote-unquote honey trap, so that she can agree to the circumstance. You get what I'm saying? It ain't like that no more. The courtship days are over with. And the women don't understand either, because they weren't raised to understand. And I don't expect, see, this is the thing, I don't expect a man to take a woman out on a date and she's supposed to have all the answers right then and there. She's supposed to agree to everything right then and there. No. And same for the man. He's not supposed to agree to everything right then and there. So courting should be, that's why you call it courting. You know what I mean? You know, when a bird get a female, it's instantaneous. Like when she agree, he knocking them up. But the ones that be together forever is a little different. You know what I mean? I just know the operation, this is what I really wanted to say. The operation to this whole thing, they took your instincts away from you. They put you in this production where you produce. Whether that be family members or actual production in the world, the economic side of it. Just to turn around and still find ways to delete you. So the war tactic, the territorial tactic, kept things at bay. You know, you fight for what you want. You take what you want. You conquer what you want. Now they set rules, regulations, and laws in place while they sit in the shadows and take whatever they want. Just like they made it so that you can't build hierarchy and structure and empires, but you could have a mono relationship. You can have a monogamous relationship. Like, how can... See, that's how I know we fell from grace. How can a government tell you how many people you can marry? And in that process, you're not offering each other. So they created this system: house, work, career, be an humble citizen. But then they realized people weren't knocking each other off fast enough. So then they came up with drugs, gangs, war, that type of stuff. And then that wasn't fast enough because they had to get rid of the other races. So then they came up with bioweapons. and all types of stuff so people could self-eliminate. Then they came up with food that wasn't food, chemically altered. It's just something to think about, beautiful beings. Imagine that. Somebody took your instinct away from you where you conquer and thrive off conquering. Turned you into the big bad wolf. Made you docile and complacent. Then turned around and came up with bioweapons and silent weapons for quiet wars just to eliminate you anyway. But under their control. That's just like 1 minute abortion is great. The next minute it ain't great. Then the next minute they need more fetuses. Now abortion is approved again. We need more babies. Now abortion ain't approved again. You get what I'm saying? It's like whatever they need for their agenda, they just regulate everybody. And people just so busy in the struggle, in survival mode, that they don't speak up about nothing. And then you got some people the money is, they drowning in the money so much that they can't even speak up about nothing. Ain't that some shit? The poor motherfucker so poor, he trying to survive, he can't speak up. And the rich motherfucker, the money over his nose, he drowning in the money, and he can't speak up because then he'll lose everything he got. By the time he leave whatever meeting he went to, he'll be all over the news as some fucked up motherfucker. And then all the sheeple just gonna buy into it anyway, because this motherfucker spoke up for y'all and got handed his ass to him. Some shit just not worth it. I just know ain't no way you done structured our environment that was already self-eliminating anyway. All these tribes, all these warriors, that's all they did was fight and go to war. Make peace, make treaties, go to war. Just to turn around and say, oh, it's too many of y'all motherfuckers. We got to start doing cullings and shit and eliminate you. All this is hypothetically, theoretically, allegedly. Hopefully somebody get it. But I just thought I'd put that out there. Y'all need to get back in that natural spiral heart love. That natural spiral heart love. In true divine courtship. Because the world we're in now is bullshit. What you in? What you wearing? What you doing? What type of money you got? What type of this you got? Da 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 da. And don't get me wrong, you have to do it. It's survival of the fittest. You don't want somebody that's mentally being challenged, worried about the color of their skin, thinking that they ain't got access to doors. Doors won't open for them. That's a deadbeat downer. He probably was your soulmate, but he can't be your soulmate no more. You could try to inspire a motherfucker, but if they ain't ready, they ain't ready. You could show them the way, but you can't make the motherfucking horse drink. Ashe? Find your courtship. That's if you're single. And another thing, to these men, when you see a man that's single, he burnt out. Most men got 2 or 3 girlfriends, got 2 or 3 baby mamas. When you see a man alone in his apartment, he done got burnt out. He done found out it's cheaper not to keep her. Ashe? He done found out it's cheaper not to keep her. He just want to be in his little bitty apartment. He just want to cook his meals every day, and he just want to survive. He not even trying to buy no pussy. Nope. He just stuck in his ways. I see it a lot. It's a lot of men like that. They go to the store, they go to work, they go home. They go to the store, they go to work, they go home. That's all they do. They ain't looking for no girlfriend. They ain't looking for no TV buddy. They ain't looking for no Netflix and chill. They burnt out. They tried that shit. The shit didn't work. And then you start having these females. They go through it. They get burnt out. They get tired. And I'm telling you, you got a man that say, oh, if she like you, she would have gave it to you the first day. Damn. Do you know how many men phone number you get? Do you know how many men you would sleep with? And none of them want to be in an actual relationship. None of them want a hand in marriage. Why y'all think I married myself? Ashe? I married myself. I heard this one guy on the podcast say, when do you buy the ring, or how expensive ring? That man said, I ain't gonna buy no ring. She gonna buy her own ring. That's right. Because she ain't gonna give it back in damn way. So if she really want to get married, let her buy her own motherfucking ring. Boom, bitch. Boom, bitch. That's right. That's empowering. That's the best thing that motherfucker ever said. Because everything else just water under the bridge. Woo. Yes. That's all I wanted to say. Is they designed it so they can regulate and control the resources. Just to turn around and have to come up with programs and bioweapons to unalive people anyway. That's crazy. Imagine you create a system, but then the system start overpopulating itself because nobody falling off cliffs and going to war no more. And then they have to create the war. They have to create the problem and solution to get rid of people. This one wicked ass system. Don't forget your internal compass. If you didn't hear nothing from this, do not forget your internal compass. Do not sell yourself short. Do not settle. And feed these motherfuckers from a long-handled spoon. Do not forget your inner compass. And I'm going to leave it there. I might make a part 2 one day. So until next time, unearth the magic. The truth will definitely set you free.